Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers, as the sun is setting. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. I'm outside, so I'll speak up. Bit of noise in the background. Goats are foraging and geese are geesing in the background, so off and on. But just thought I'd cover some of the things that I'm working on. I'm drilling stumps with Brad Point augers to get them out of the walkway, the driveway. There's one up there on the right, and then a further one up there on the left, and one behind me, right there. And they're just, dangerous. There's no one there. They're right by the road. When it's just logged out, it was a farm road, whatever, tractor road. And if you're wondering what that chair is doing there, well, that's for the safari. Someone wants to sit up there. I was sitting out here doing some work the other night, and I was sitting on it, and the goats are back there. I'm not gonna. Yeah, there we go. There's a dead cow out there for the dogs, so I don't have to feed them, and the goats are foraging. Not as much live feed here as they had over where they were before. You don't see a lot of green. It's just dry grass, but they're eating oak leaves and this and that. So it's spring coming on. But they got out into a 4,500 acre ranch, and not good. My friend John lost all of his sheep and Bill's sheep one time when they got out there, and they just disappeared and never came back. Oh, look at the crepuscular rays. Whatever. The sky's pretty blue. Pretty nice. So sometime I'm going to drive around this, and I don't have my phone with me right now, but I'll drive it and give you an idea of what 30 acres looks like. You can kind of see off in the distance. The fence line is way at the back there. Probably can't even see it, but I'll give you an idea later on that. So there's just stumps everywhere. There's one there in the grass. Might be able to see that, but that's one of the things I'm working on. And then I've got a extension lopper with a chain-driven lopper, and then a saw for dropping branches and cleaning the trees up before we drop them. Basically, my son wants this to be pasture, so every one of these trees goes away. So, and another thing I'll do is show you my stations that I figured out for a log splitter. Redneck, off-grid, do it yourself, simple to build, simple to operate, safe, all that good stuff. Safer than some of the idiotic, crazy things you see on YouTube that people build machine driven. This will be manually driven, like I said. Gravity, bungee cord, surgical tubing, or just a counterweight. I got to thinking about it. Power, point, and impact. Pivot, power, and point of impact. So the pivot point could also be your weight, your power, so double that and simplify it even more. Yeah, I'll sketch it out someday. I hate to see the cedar trees cut down because they use a lot of water, but hey, they're shade, and they're nice, and they're pretty, and they're evergreen in the winter, so I don't like to see them get cut down. Being from Colorado, and cedar was like a very precious commodity. You never saw it unless it was a jewelry box or a hope chest or something, and of course it smells wonderful and it'll last forever. So that's about it. I'm not going to fire this thing up right now because I can't hold this and do it at the same time, and my left wrist is hurting really bad from, I think, radiation. So going funny. Anyway, and I'm tired. I've been up late way too many times. Maybe I'll stand up and pan around. That's 2 mobile homes that are nothing but the bigger one, 14 by 80, is just trash, scrap metal and garbage. The little one probably could be done something with. It's about a 10 by 50. The big one was free. Yes, you can get free mobile homes. Oh, they're up on the wood pile, of course, climbing. I'm not very limber, so you see the greenhouse in the distance and the Airstream. So, got my Works chainsaw, loppers, and this and that. Small pair of the geared loppers I showed you before. Fiskars, I love them. They're awesome. I think I can reach back and grab them if I can pull them out. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just like compound loppers. They're bypass loppers. That's a geared mechanism that gives it a lot of power. And these are the shorties. I've got a longer one, the bigger pair they make. Set, whatever you want to call it. Alrighty, that's about it. If you ever buy a quad, do not buy an Arctic Cat. Buy Yamaha, Suzuki, or Honda. Or, let's see, in order, Honda, maybe Suzuki or Yamaha in a descending order. But my son bought this and he had nothing but trouble with it for years. And then he took it to a dealer, and the guy says, well, he says, I make my money on Polaris and Arctic Cat and things like that. And the people that have Yamahas and Suzukis and Hondas fix them themselves. They're pretty easy to fix. They don't go bad. They don't have anything go wrong with them. And this thing has been nothing but a nightmare. Anyway, that's about it. So you want to go on safari and want to sit up on that chair? Just keep you safe from the goats. All right, I'm going to end this video, and then I'll want to do another one a little bit later. All right, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you're the remnant. See if that'll do as a thumbnail there.